The Boston Celtics are coming off a very tough loss last night, their 8th loss of the season in Indiana versus the Pacers, 133-131, with a ton, and I mean a ton, of controversy. We'll talk about that all in this video, but more importantly, I want to showcase to you guys why Jaylen Brown and the rest of the Celtics team have what it takes to maybe even win it all this season. So we're going to break down some film. Before we get into that though, comment down below, who do you think is the biggest X factor for this Celtics team this season? And if they want to win the, Banner 18, who do you think is going to have to take that major step up this season? But without any further ado, let's get into the film. So on this play specifically, we're going to see Jaylen Brown ISOing against a former Celtic, Aaron Nesmith, and you're going to have Drew Holiday trying to clear out this right corner here for JB. Now, JB is a very good post player. He can score in the mid-range, up there with anyone else in the league, quite frankly. And here we go. Going to post up on the former Celtic, post up, gets in there. And now this is his go-to shot. We see him so many times. We're probably going to see in this game as well, where he throws up a mid-range just like this. But this is why he is so effective in this area, because this is his go-to shot. Now, in this case, he pump fakes it, gets Aaron Nesmith in the air, and puts up a beautiful right-handed scoop layup. This is what we want to see more of from JB. We know that he can shoot the three ball. We know he's been working with trainer Lethal Shooter, if you guys know about him on Instagram. The man is a lights-out shooter. Jaylen Brown, yes, he can shoot the three ball, and his numbers are only going to go up from here, but he makes the most of his bread inside the paint, and that's where you're going to get one right there. We need to see more of this from JB, but also I want to see more KP, Porzingis, in the post as well. Now let's jump into the next play. Alright, I've been loving the two-man game here between Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis, and quite frankly, KP is so good that you can run a two-man game with anybody on this roster. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, who was out this game, Jaylen Brown, it all works out. But on this play, we're going to get a pin-down screen here off ball by Derek White, sending Jaylen into the middle of the floor. Now, at this point forward, they don't want to switch, so they want to keep Haliburton here because Jaylen can just body up Haliburton in the paint and get whatever he wants. Naismith trailing from behind, thinks they're switching, doesn't. This is when we need to take advantage of little mistakes by the defense, and there you have it. Now, easily you see Bruce Brown cutting. Listen, he could be a threat. He is a good defensive player. You can easily kick this out for three for Drew Holiday, but this might even be the higher more efficient shot here as he dunks over Bruce Brown. The two-man game, I'm telling you guys, this two-man game is slowly starting to get better here, and by the end of the season, by playoff time, I don't know if teams are going to be able to stop this, man. JB's playing at an unbelievable rate, especially inside the paint. Another thing I love about Jaylen Brown here is he is so active off the ball. He's not someone who needs the ball in his hands at all times. He can work around it. On this play, we're going to see Bruce Brown here kind of fall asleep defensively. You don't see that too often, but Jaylen Brown realizes it, sees Payton Pritchard driving in. Obviously, Pritchard's not going to go up with the big man down there, and here we go. He's going to drive in. Jaylen uses this opportunity to cut backdoor, or not even backdoor, basically front door, if we want to be honest here. Wide open, Brown falls asleep, gets into the paint, and now we know Jaylen Brown is one of the best finishers around the basket in the NBA. Over Jalen Smith, throws up a layup and gets it to go. Guys, this is what we need to see more of. Listen, I get so mad at some Celtics fans sometimes because everyone just thinks, not everyone, a lot of people though do believe Jaylen Brown is the most overpaid player in the NBA. Dude, when he's doing stuff like this, and for example, Jason Tatum missed this game. I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you, if Jaylen Brown went to the Wizards and started for them, he would average 33 points a game because he is surrounded by such amazing pieces, including an MVP caliber player in Jason Tatum, Porzingis, Derek White, Drew Holiday, Al Horford, Sam Hauser. There's so many guys to feed on this team, but Jaylen Brown still is efficient and still is one of the most criticized players in the NBA right now. But in my eyes, man, he is filling his role to an absolute T. Guys, before we get any further into this film review, before we break down more of these plays by JB, do me a big favor and hit that like button just so we can help get this video out to, more Celtics fans around the world. We are building an absolute army right now, so make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, it is free. You don't have to pay anything, and we're going to be posting Celtics videos every single day all year long. I got you guys covered. This is the place to be for everything Celtics post-game shows. We got film reviews. We got podcasts once a week. Join the family, guys, and also comment down below more film if you guys want me to continue to post these episodes, continue to break down some film as we get through the rest of the season. But without any further ado, let's get back into this film or this play. We're going to get a post up here by JB versus Buddy Hield. Now, the one thing I want to show you guys here is you see how they have no big man or no interior presence defensively. Obviously, they have Miles Turner, but he's not on the floor right now, which tells me one thing. We got to attack the paint. That's exactly what JB notices, turns around, says, I got to clear lane to the basket. You know, they have Obi, they have Isaiah Jackson, but it don't matter. Gets into the paint, draws a couple of defenders, and just simply puts it up over a smaller, less athletic defender in Buddy Hield. This is prime Jaylen Brown. Guys, he is consistently getting better each and every single year, but more importantly, he is starting to really affect this offense because of the way he drives into the paint and can finish over, quite frankly, anybody. I mean, we've seen his posters this year. The man's insane. All right, here's another good play I love by JB. What we're gonna get here is a quick screen by Kristaps Porzingis, again using that two-man game, getting around it, already having that inside leverage on Andrew Nembhard, which forces Nembhard to actually body him up here. Jaylen picks and chooses his spot, puts up a jumper right over him, and gets it to go with the foul. This is amazing basketball. I love how JB loves to find his spot on the floor and just shoot from there. He's not too focused on taking too many threes. He's not too focused on this or that. He wants to pick and choose his spots, and he does that at a high level, man. Did it right there. All right, here's another beautiful play here. Jaylen just creating space with that dribble move. Step back three over the former Celtic Aaron Nesmith, who was a tough physical defender all day. But look at that. That is just an amazing move. I told you guys before, he's training with a guy named Lethal Shooter on Instagram, and I'm telling you, it is going to pay off, dude. Jaylen will be a very, very good shooter. I know it's not really coming to fruition right now, but guys, just wait. Just wait. I'm telling you, Jaylen Brown is one of the hardest working players in the NBA right now, and it's going unnoticed. But soon enough, all these haters out there, they're going to go away. I promise you. What Jaylen Brown is doing for Boston is unbelievable. You talk about a guy who's averaging 27 points a game, and then you bring in a KP, you bring in Drew Holiday, has to take a major step down in terms of shots per game, and he's still doing what we need him to do. Jaylen Brown, let's go, bro. Let's go. Here again, quickly, in the corner, jabs, creates a little bit of separation right there, okay? That goes unnoticed, creates that separation with the jab because he is a threat to drive right by you at all times, shoots right over his defender, gets it to go, easy money, let's go. Here we go, got some more two-man game. Porzingis, my bad, hands off to Jaylen Brown here. Jaylen coming off this screen, drives in. Now what this does is force Aaron Nesmith to pick up his tempo. He's got to accelerate a little bit faster than JB because we know Jaylen can drive right in and get a huge dunk down. So Aaron Nesmith tries to get in front of him, and boom, it's too late. Jaylen stops on a dime. The athleticism of JB is absolutely insane. Maybe you'd want him to pass out here to Derek White. They do have some really good rotations, though, here by Bruce Brown, Andrew Nembhard. Those guys can really rotate very well. But Jaylen instead pulls up wide open from the mid-range and gets it to go. Being able to stop on a dime like this is so hard. Look at, boom. That is insane. Right elbow jumper, beautiful. That is literally beautiful. All right, here we go. Drew Holiday driving into the paint. We're going to see guys sucking in here in terms of Bruce Brown. You see Aaron Nesmith trying to come up here. TJ McConnell and a center as well. Drew pump fakes. What that does is get this defender up off his feet. You see how his back heels up. He's already in a bad position. A great pass over there to Jaylen Brown, wide open. I don't care if you're closing out because, quite frankly, you're not Victor Wembanyama. And here we go. Puts it up over him and gets it to go. Easy money. Hey, three ball starting to fall, baby. Three ball is starting to fall. With that being said, guys, I don't really want to break down that play. We all know JB got fouled. He clearly got hit in the head, but it is what it is. Refs make mistakes. Quite frankly, could have cost us this game. Let's say we would have went up by 2, whatever it may have been with the free throws. We know JB's not the best free throw shooter in the world, but he probably would have hit at least 1. They easily could have hit a game when he shot the other end as well. I know they had no timeouts, but who really knows Either way, I thought JB played an incredible game. I mean, so much versatility in terms of being able to stop on a dime. He's been such a great passer this year. I know he had a bad game in terms of turnovers, but I really think he is still getting better as the days go on. But comment down below how you guys feel about last game. We got 2 big games coming up, Minnesota and the Bucks back-to-back. Gonna be tough games, but let me know how you guys feel. Hit that like button, comment down below the number 7 if you guys made it this far in the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.